Good day and I love you, and welcome to your daily dose of healthy, happy, high vibe living. I'm High Vibe Heather and I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. I don't think you can hear that too many times. Welcome to the Daily Dose for Monday, March 13th. Let's see here. My brain is busy today. I am a busy bee inside my head, so I am slowing it down and calming down and connecting enough to give you a daily dose that you can receive and use for your daily well-being. And that's the key. That's why we do it. That's why we meet here. That's why we come into the village, to bring it back to basics, to calm down and to connect to ourself, to our source, and to our surroundings. I'm on cloud nine today. Yesterday was absolutely magic for me, for my family, and for the village. This is that Pisces season where I am getting to see the manifestations of my belief systems, of my energetic recalibration come to life. I've been consciously working on upgrading, updating, and recalibrating my belief systems and subsequently my behavior for the last 10 years. And I'm getting to see the ether turning into the matter form before me. I'm getting to see the concepts that I've been working on and the beliefs that I've been rewiring showing themselves in the fruits of my life. It's absolutely amazing. Yesterday was an amazing day for my entire family. We were all feeling wounded. Everyone was dealing with a childhood trauma. It was funny. My son said, all my traumas are childhood traumas. Witty, conscious kid. Oh my God. We were all hurting yesterday in some way. And me being the in-your-face mama that I am, I'm like, what's wrong? Why are you feeling that way? Who are you going to talk to? What are you going to do about it? Like, anyone who knows me knows that that's who I am. That's always who I've been. And I'm still that person that's in your face. I was going to say forcing you, but encouraging you to feel your feelings and to bring them to the forefront. Because what ends up happening, and this is what we were discussing yesterday, and this is what we found out, you watch a show or you listen to a song or someone steps on your toe or whatever it is, and it elicits the pain and the fear from something that happened a long time ago. My mentor, Bill, used to say to me, Heather, how much of this is present and how much is past? Meaning, like, when someone steps on someone's toe, if someone's like, hey, you big fat jerk, you stepped on my toe, that's a pretty normal response. But if someone's like, you stepped on my toe, I hate you, there's some stuff going on underneath the surface there. And that stepping on the toe just triggered it and brought it to the surface. Now, if the soul who had their toe stepped on says, whoa, my reaction was just really strong to having my toe stepped on, I think there's probably a little more going on inside me that I should take a look at. Then some really good stuff can come from that. But most often in our society, we're like, now I'm just in a bad mood. And you go about your day because you got your toe stepped on and you're just in a bad mood. You might not even realize you're in so bad of a mood. And you're going to go throughout your day taking yourself and everyone else hostage, unable to allow all the beauty and all the abundance and all the benevolence that is around you to come into your body, into your being, into your field, and into your cells, because you're standing in resistance, blocking that shit. And so as we become more conscious, we learn to pay attention to our feelings. Those are the divine messaging systems sent straight from Creator to your very own vessel. It's like you got your own private broadcast station that you get to tune into straight through your own vessel and find out what's working for you and what's not. What's hurting? What do you need to upgrade? What do you need to update? What do you need to heal? Right? So when we're feeling some type of way, it is the most opportune time to say, hey, can you decide a little bit about how you're feeling here? Can you talk a little bit about how you're feeling? Why don't we talk to someone else about it? And we don't talk to someone else to heal the problem. We talk to someone else to connect to ourself, our source, and our surroundings. When we use our own voice to articulate our feelings, we are enlisting the power of sound, combined with the power of consciousness, combined with the power of all that is. and we are allowing all the light to come in and all the solutions to flow. When we are like, well, I just need to get in charge of my feelings. I don't want to feel this way. I shouldn't feel this way. You block the very avenue that is trying to present for you to move into more abundance and more healing. You close the door on the light. So yesterday, my entire family was experiencing this in one way or another. And each of us got to find someone to talk to and to connect to and to help ourselves calm down and find our center. Yesterday we had a man in the village who was really having a hard time in this exact same way. And he got to speak with one of the women in the village, one of the coaches in the village, and absolutely connect with her and calm down. And he said to me afterwards, I think I have an affinity to speaking to women. And I said, I think all men do. You see, I think that connection, that motherly, intuitive, female, nurturing connection is what's lacking in today's living, in today's, I hesitated to say that word because it's not really living if you're not connected like that. It's just existing. I listen to how many people preface their share with, I'm struggling with. I'm struggling with. People share that way all the time. I'm struggling with. Very few of us are saying, I'm elated with the fact that, right? And I think that's what we're missing. We're missing that feminine connection, that cozy contact where you feel safe to talk and to learn about what's going on inside you. That is how we're supposed to learn. That mama is supposed to get in touch with herself so that she can be in touch with her own feelings and learn to recognize ours and help us learn to connect with ourselves, nurture ourselves, and nurture that around us. The mom is the gateway, the door opener for that, the mother. It's so funny. I'll tell you more about that later. I just had a thought. Anyway, and so a lot of us didn't get this, especially in this day and age. Mom was out trying to get 4 degrees. Mom is working 3 businesses. Mom is trying to pay the bills. And so mom is forfeiting that innate, inherent ability she has to nurture the home because she's a busy boss babe. And so many of us as adults are having to learn to create that connection, that nurture with ourselves. Reparenting is a really popular term right now. And it is a bit of that. It is a bit of that. It's a bit of creating that initial connection that we're supposed to learn in the home, but many of us didn't. And I'm not criticizing our mamas. You know, like take my mom, for example. My mom is the most creative, nurturing soul I have ever met in my entire life. Okay. But my mom was also not taught to make herself a priority. She was not taught that she couldn't give to our family and pour into us like she wanted to if she didn't pour into herself. She was probably taught actually quite the opposite, that her job was to keep everyone around her happy and fed magically without filling her own vessel. She was taught to be the well that never ran dry, but she was never taught to refill her own bucket, let alone the whole well. So for today, you can begin this relationship yourself by simply making the decision to allow your feelings. When I sat in this group yesterday with these beautiful people, and when I sit in groups with others, I hear how much we criticize ourselves. I hear how much we say, I'm not doing it right. I did a bad job. Or I became aware that I was thinking this, and I was like, damn. But see, the becoming aware that we are thinking this is the first step. That's the first step in the connection. The second step is deciding all my feelings are right. My feelings are free. When my girls were little and they would be upset, I would tell them, would you like to talk about it? All your feelings are right and your words are free. And that meant that they could say, I hate this. This is stupid. Because they weren't allowed to talk that way regularly. But when they were articulating their feelings, we didn't want to criticize their feelings or shut them down. We wanted them to give them the freedom to feel, number one, and number two, the freedom to allow their feelings when they saw them. We all want to be so perfect. We all want to have it all figured out. So when we become aware that we're feeling something or experiencing something or hold a belief that is in our eyes less than it should be, we tend to get really critical of ourselves. But becoming aware that you're harboring a belief or operating in a way or feeling some type of thing that doesn't feel good is such useful information. It's so important. And it's absolutely not something that we should criticize ourselves. We can say, I'm feeling this way. Okay. Let me ask myself if I know why I'm feeling this way and how much of this is past and how much of this is present. And that right there opens the door to finding the parts inside yourself that are hidden, ostracized, shut down, without a voice, without the light, ready to receive the almighty healing. How beautiful, right? So today we begin the relationship with ourselves. I am the mother, I open the door. Keep getting this card. My fearless freedom lights up the world. Yeah, it do. Yeah, it be. Do the do today, soul, so you can be who you want to be. Thank you for joining me. You can catch more of the Daily Dose on my YouTube channel, High Vibe Heather. You can subscribe to all of my social media. I am also now putting content on High Vibe Living on Instagram and on Facebook. And then if you want all this goodness and you want personal coaching and nutrition and training and self-development tools, you can come into the village and get me as your coach. Join the High Vibe tribe. All of the links are in the caption below. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for being here. I love you so big.